Hey guys, how you doing? Hopefully you're doing okay. I'm going to read through the full article here. There's a link in the description. I need to give you a high-grade trigger warning. This involves very, very severe child abuse. The abuse of a 6-week-old child at the hands of the father, who was 18 years of age at the time. Here is the scumbag in question, Jack Heslip. He's from Welshpool Powys, which is in Wales, I believe. I think I've got that right. I'm confused by some of the details here because he's been jailed for 3 years. That's not enough. The 6-week-old boy, his own son, suffered 12 broken bones. He suffered fractures to the right thigh bone, lower right and left legs, left and right collarbones, at least 4 ribs, along with left and right wrists. 6 weeks old. Baby boy, his son, suffered 12 broken bones as a baby, and other commentators have pointed out that it's actually particularly hard to break babies' bones because they're very flexible. He's broken 12 bones in his 6-week-old son's body, and he gets sentenced for 3 years. That does not compute. I'm going to read through all of the judge's comments because I am just stunned. I am stunned. I am shocked. How can this be? He's been found guilty of being responsible for breaking 12 bones of his 6-week-old baby boy's body out of anger due to temper. And he's been given a pass. He's been jailed for a mere 3 years. I can't believe it. He's now 22 years of age. His name is Jack Heslip. And he abused the boy roughly, probably in temper, after the newborn baby came home from hospital in 2018. He claims that he may have dropped the baby. He says he doesn't know. He can't quite remember if he dropped the baby or not, which basically means that he didn't drop the baby. As I say, the child suffered fractures to the right thigh bone, lower right and left legs, left and right collarbones, at least 4 ribs along with left and right wrists. Like, how the hell does that happen? And it happened, it tells us later that there's some level of healing. They're typical of non-accidental injuries, likely caused on more than one occasion. So, seemingly, he was abusing his 6-week-old child on multiple occasions, causing this litany of broken bones, claimed to have been out of anger and non-accidental injuries, according to the medical experts, and he only gets 3 years in jail. Apparently, the leniency is because of his age. He was 18 years of age, and he was considered an immature young man. And seemingly that's one of the things that the judge has pointed to. The scumbag has pleaded guilty, or did plead guilty, to seriously neglecting and using significant force on his 6-week-old son. But here's some words from the judge. Judge Parry, and this is from Wales, Powys, Wales. Judge Parry says, "You are simply incapable of and not prepared for the responsibility of parenthood because of your level of maturity. It is accepted that there was no intention to cause these injuries." Well, that doesn't add up. How can the judge say that? There was no intention to cause these injuries? What are you talking about? It's not easy to break the bones of a baby. Babies' bones don't break easily. A large amount of force would have needed to have been applied to break the baby's bones. The baby had 12 bones broken. The medical examiners have stated that this is non-accidental. The judge has claimed that he abused the boy roughly and probably in temper. So why is the judge saying there was no intention to cause these injuries? I don't understand that. That doesn't seem accurate. Certainly, he was intending to cause harm to the baby. He was using force. How the hell can you say that? If you use force, if you abuse, you physically attack somebody, whatever their age, how can you say that there was no intention to cause these injuries? That's crazy. Of course there was an intention to cause harm and hurt. The baby's mother, whose name is Jody Hutchinson-Purcell, was sentenced to 10 months in prison, which is suspended for 2 years. And I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe what that means is she will never go into jail, is what that means. I think it basically means that if she does anything wrong over the next 2 years, she'll go into jail for 10 months. But if she doesn't do anything wrong over the next 2 years, she won't go into jail at all. I think I'm right in saying that. So that's the baby's mother. She did fuck all to protect her child. Yep. A 10-month sentence. Suspended for 2 years. The judge said to the mother, "You let this happen. You know you should have done more to stop it." To stop what? Is the judge acknowledging that this was abuse or not? It seems really weird to me. You ignored warnings from your mother that the baby was in danger. Her sentence, 10 months with suspended for 2 years, was also a reflection of her lack of maturity and mental health conditions. Doctors and medical experts agreed that the baby had suffered typical non-accidental injuries and that they were caused on more than one occasion. The judge goes on to say, all of this happened because you treated him roughly, probably in temper. You would use force that would be significant that led to injury. It defies belief to read one of the documents referencing your claim that you may have dropped the baby. You would know if you dropped a 6-week-old baby. Those are as much of the details that I wish to go through. It tells us that the scumbag in question's also been in jail for burglary and possession of cannabis. But that's all by the by. I'm really disgusted by everything about this. This scumbag here breaking 12 bones of his child's body, his 6-week-old son's body. That's insane. That is absolutely sick. I'm disgusted by the mother not doing anything, enabling it. But I think, I can't say most of all, but also to a very large extent, I'm absolutely fucking disgusted with this judge. Fuck you, Judge Parry. Presumably from Welshpool Powys. Fuck you. Or from this area in Wales. Fuck you. You know that he's guilty. He pled guilty to seriously neglecting and using significant force on the boy. You know that he broke 12 bones in a 6-week-old baby boy's body. And you give him a pass. You sentence him to a mere 3 years. Are you fucking insane, Judge Parry? What is wrong with you? That is not justifiable. You give the mother, who allowed this to happen despite warnings from her mother, you give the mother a suspended sentence. So she gets away with it. Why? Because they were young. Why? Because they got mental health issues. Why? Because you say that they're immature. It's not good enough. Those that abuse children, certainly to this extent, those that abuse children to this extent absolutely require proper sentencing. I am sickened by United Kingdom's sentencing. It is pathetic. I don't know if Wales and England's sentencing, I don't know how disparate they are or how connected they are, but this is probably the worst sentencing I've seen. 3 years for subjecting your 6-week-old baby boy to this amount of injury. And again, the medical examiners have said that this is non-accidental injuries, likely to have occurred on multiple occasions, likely to have occurred out of temper, out of anger. It's not good enough, man. You can't just be given a 3-year sentence. That's nowhere near enough. And to just give the mother a suspended sentence, fuck you, Judge Parry. You're a fucking arsehole. Judge Nicholas Parry, you can suck my... I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. If I've done a half-decent job, perhaps I have, perhaps I haven't. Please do like, comment, subscribe, share the video as you see fit.